Good morning. Welcome to the readings of the names of the blessed dead. Today is November 7th, 2022. It is Astrological Samhain. And this is something we do, I can't say we do it every year, we do it most years, but I wanted to share this with you guys. Several people expressed an interest in wanting to hear the names of their loved ones read, so that is what we're going to do this year. So you won't see me, but that's okay. And very quickly, I'm going to do what's called banishing pentagrams and hexagrams, just to clear and set the space before we begin. So only thing that you need to do, or you can choose to do during this time, is feel free to center yourself and feel connected to this place and feel connected to your ancestors. We'll also be reading a few prayers as we go. And then we will read the names. So hang on just a second. So if you hear some odd things in the background that maybe you're not familiar with, that's just Mel clearing the space, so no worries. All right, let us begin. Ate Malkuth, Vegabula, Vegadula, Leholam, Amen. Yahovah Adonai Ehie Agla. Before me Raphael, behind me Gabriel, on my right hand Michael, my left hand Oriel. For about me flame the pentagrams as I stand in the column of my father's six-rayed star. Ate Malkuth, Vegabula, Vegadula, Leholam, Amen. INRI, Yud Non Reshud, Virgo Isis, Mighty Mother, Scorpio Apophis Destroyer, Sol Osiris, slain and risen, Isis Apophis Osiris, Eo, the sign of Osiris slain, the sign of the morning of Isis, the sign of Apophis and Typhon, the sign of Osiris risen, LVX Lux, the light of the cross. Ra Rita. Ra Rita. Ra Rita. Ra Rita. INRI, Yud Non Reshud, Virgo Isis, Mighty Mother, Scorpio Apophis Destroyer, Sol Osiris, slain and risen, Isis Apophis Osiris, Eo, the sign of Osiris slain, the sign of the morning of Isis, the sign of Apophis and Typhon, the sign of Osiris risen, LVX Lux, the light of the cross. Okie dokie. So again, if you heard all that stuff in the background, that's just Mel doing banishings and setting our space, not to worry. All right. Get our smudge going here. And we're going to go ahead and light our candle. Put that out. Hopefully it'll stay lit. I put quite a bit of oil on it. And just make sure that little guy is steady. Almost. There we go. All right. So I would like to begin with a few prayers. These are taken out of the book, A Book of Pagan Prayer. So this is what we'll be reading from. Let me grab my glasses. But there's a few things I wanted to pull out of here that I thought were very beautiful to read. The author says, when you pray, you become one before the gods. You enter into their presence so that you can give them a message or an offering. I forgot to mention this book is, I never know how to say this, Cesar Sereth. I'm sure I didn't say that right, but I have good intentions. All right. I place myself in the center of the world where pillar and cauldron are joined, overflowing, continually pouring over and sending waves of existence out into the world. Before I perform my acts of worship, I take you into myself, that what I might do be equally productive, and out of me might flow wonders. Okay, let me get to the next one. Old ones who grace our shrine, who grace our line, who grace our lives, we honor you with right living, making you proud of us, the best offering you could receive. But today, a small offering, a token. And that will be the reading of the names. I do want to share one more prayer. This is one that we put out every year. You guys might have picked this up. It's called A Prayer for the Ancestors, the Blessed Dead. Hear me, Blessed Mother. Hear me, Blessed Father. I call to the ancestors beyond the veil. I call to those who formed me. I call to those who loved me, both family of blood and bone and family of heart and bond. Hear me now. I am grateful to you for your lessons of bounty and loss, of happiness and sorrow, of bright sunny days and dark starless nights. I carry these lessons with me always. Ancestors of my lineage, I reach through space and time to call to you. Ancestors of culture, of race and tradition, assist me on my path. Continue to bring forth information for me to progress, to use, and to share. Ancestors of lineage, stand not behind me, but next to me and within my heart. For family, for ancestors, for all, I give thanks. So mote it be. Okay, so I want to remind you guys that we did our very best to collect all the names that we could off of Facebook and also off of the papers that people signed when they were in the shop. So I'm going to gather those. And please be reminded there'll be a spot at the end also. So if you didn't hear your loved one's name and you did request it, just take a moment to insert their names when we get to that point. So again, if you would like to focus, and I will do my best with some of these names, guys. Phyllis Gordon, Anna Sue Hanley, Jonathan Zachary Sickmeyer, Rebecca Andrews Kitchell, Erica Bogue, Ed and Emma Swaller, Barbara, Crecci, Jake Lindeman, Holly Hoven Francis, Arthur Roscoe, Stacy Roscoe, Daniel Amos Sellers, Carol Griffin, Clifford and Cecil Reed, Addie Lampy and Gladys French, Henry William and Doris Jean, Vicky Moisman, Maddie Fox, Essa Al-Jalali, Khadija Gula, Bernie Matson, Don Bradley, Kaz West, Rita Oxspring, Kiernan Hogan, Gladys, Betty Shehorn, Frank Zerzhov, Jason Nolan, Michael Reich, James Hirschberger, Robin Thiel, Trish Lasky, Carl McIntosh, Liz Barnett Farrow, Aiden, Walter and Elsa Turek, William and Shirley LaRose, Arlene West, Tamitha West, Ryan Savka, Robert Smoot, Jean Walters, Gerald Reeling, Jim Haberberger, Art LeBeau, Betty White, Leslie Jordan, Marilyn Horton, Robert Horton, Chloe Dunnigan, Marion Dunnigan, Morris Dunnigan, Aidan Poteet, Thomas Lagman, Andrew Lagman, Louisa Peter, Lillian Todd, Robert Allen Grant, Benjamin Booth, Danny Litters, Bruce Runyon, Nikki Grisham, Juanita and Ronald Ellebrecht, Harry Adams, William and Elvira Rowley, Henry William, Jennifer McGowan, Helen Zimmerman, Warren Zimmerman, Stephen Johnson, Cora Reeling, Charles Reeling, Robert Reeling, Elsick and Richard Reeling, Shannon Orondo, Jackson Hack, Travis, Carol, Dosha, Angie, Moses, Karen, Blanche, Red, Sully, Michi, Betty Elizabeth, Lily Mae, David and Marcia, and James B. And of course, including all those that are on our altar here. I will try and show you pictures of everybody here in a moment. But let's take a moment to focus our energy. Just take a quiet moment. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And take a moment to think about your loved one that you would like remembered here in this space. Focus on them or their name, or the sound of their voice, or the perfume they wore, or the foods that they liked, and take a moment to tune in with that energy. And then say their name out loud. Knowing that you've added their energy to this offering here, the remembrance of our blessed dead, our ancestors. family and friends, pets, teachers, mentors, even those people that we pray for that we don't know. As always, we say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. And I'm going to try very carefully to give you guys a swing by here of the pictures. I'm going to try and do this the best I can without being too wobbly. So we'll start from over here. And know that there's some there in the back. We have a lot of our prayer cards up top here. And of course, Deborah. And then if we go down, I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm doing this a little blind, so I'm making an effort though. Some more prayer cards. All of these memories of all of these people. Know that they're with us whenever we call. And as always, we say go if you must, stay if you will, harming none on your way. Hail and farewell. And as we like to end our prayers, our Facebook Lives, our rituals, we say, so mote it be. So I thank you for joining us. Hail the ancestors and the blessed dead.